Welcome back, folks, and getting ready to jump in and do the transfer fork, and it's this one right here. And after that, you've got one more. It's going to be this linkage of some sort. I'll let you guys get that figured out and draw that one up. See if you can figure it out. But for this one, we are going to draw the transfer fork. And this is how I'd start this out. I just start 2D sketch and XY plane would be fine. What I want to do is there's different ways I could go about this. A lot of different ways. I'm trying to think of the most efficient way that I can do it. I can start from this side and build all this up, and then I can come to this front and start a sketch and then cut all this back. I think that would be it. Well, let's try that. So I start here and I start there at that origin point. It's a really good point to start. And I want to draw the height of this all the way up here, down, and do this profile all the way over. Okay. And when I do that, I'm going to look at it here. It's okay. So I know all the way up to here, that distance will be 3.5 minus 1.25. So that'd be easy enough. So I'll come up here and just use your system, your software to do the work for you. Minus 1.25 goes all the way up there at 2.25, and that would get you up to the top of this. And then I want to go on up 1.25 and then plus another half to get all the way to the top, which would be, and you don't have to do it like that. You can do it however you want. So I'm just going to add another 1.25 plus 0.5. It gets me up there. I want to come over. If this is a radius of a half, so double it to be the diameter, that'd be 1. And then I come down. I'm right now I'm coming down to here, and we'll come over, up, and over. So I'm just roughly, I don't know where that would be yet, so I'm just going to put it right there for the time. I'm just roughly going to put all this in. And the thickness of that is 0.75. Then up, come over. I'm not sure where that is, but I'll put it right there. Tie it all in. So now I've got to do a lot of dimensioning. I know this is 0.75. Boy, it was close, wasn't we? That's 0.75. Overall, the whole thing is 0.5, or it's 5, I'm sorry. Let's get 5 on there. So sweet, we got that. Up here at the top, that's 1 inch going all the way across. We can go ahead and knock that out. 1/2 inch tall here. All right, we are getting there, folks. And from top of this to this bottom should be 3.5. So that brings that down. And we'll also, this right here is going to be lined up with this. So we know what that is. 2 coming under the bottom. And again, that's at 3.5 minus 1.25 to get us from the bottom up to there. So we just type that in. There we are. So all this should be correct now. Now I need to get we got the width of that, we've got the width of that, so all that should be set. I'm making sure I don't miss anything, so all that looks pretty good. And I need to go ahead and I'll put a fillet on here, 1/2 inch. It's got that. Then I'll go ahead and put the circle in of a 1/2 inch. And I think that's good. So that's sketch 1 right there. And I'm going to extrude the whole thing. Gotta choose it first, don't I? So roughly this is what this thing is looking like so far. Alright, so now we'll just go to the front of it and we're going to cut these sections out. Cut this out, cut this out, cut this all the way back out. So it doesn't look like it so far, does it? But it's going to. So I get in here and I roughly just put me this in, and I want to put me a line down. And actually I can click that point right there, because that is this line right there. So I can go there and click on it and then put me a line coming down this way. Then I can just go straight up with that line because I want to cut that. Alright, we're getting close, and that's 1.5 up that angle is. So I come off the bottom to that point right there. It's 1.5. And 1.5 cuts it over there. Alright, from the center point down, it's 3.25. So when I do a dimension, right there's the center point of it. Should be 3.25. And I might have to project the geometry just to get that right there, so I can do a little measurement on it. .75, that would be correct, because if I'm going from the top of it down to that point, so that's only going to the center point, and you add a half onto it, so 1.25 plus 0.5 would be 1.75. So that's accurate. Now I just got to get the width of this thing, and I can get it up here. This is 1.75 here from edge to edge. So what I need to do is I'm going to put a line here, and I want to mirror this to the other side because I've already got it. My mirror line is that. Apply, done. And that might not have been completely in the center because it looks like it's not cutting all the way out. So I want to undo that, and I need to check and make sure my line, that's the midpoint right there. And let's check it again and make sure we've got it right before we do anything else. So there's what I want. And my mirror line is going to be this little guy there, and apply it, and done. And this time it's right on the money. So you got to watch out, make sure that you're in the dead center. Now I can put these other dimensions in. As you can see, 1.75, 0.75, so this would be 1/2 inch a piece, right? So this right here in between this would be a 1/2 inch. Okay? This here would be 0.75. The gap in between. And of course, well, that would be the outside, that would be to that. I'm sorry. Let's get rid of that. This would be 1.75. So I knew something didn't look right. Boom. Alright. So 1.75 is from that point to that point. No, I'm sorry. It is 0.75. Let's fix that. So it's 0.75 in the middle and 1.75 from here to here. That kind of pulled it together a little bit better, didn't it? Let's just check this one, 0.875. 0.875. So we're symmetrical. So that part of it looks good. Now you see this is going to be my cut. This is going to be my cut. This is going to be my cut. Now I got to figure out how deep I want this cut to be. It's 1.25 from the center point, which would be right there. 1.25, and it should line it up right there. It does. So these are my cuts, and I got one more cut. I've got this little guy right here, and I find my center point. I bring it straight up. And 0.75 to the center up, and then I've got two lines coming straight down on the sides. All right, I think we've got most of it cleaned up. This was a tough one, no doubt about it. So all that looks really good. Just might want to go through and spot check your dimensions. Finish your sketch, extrude. I want to do a cut all the way through with that, with that, with that. That's all right with that. Catch the rest of that too. And that. Looks okay. So I hit OK on there, and boom. There it is. And 2 steps we had that. But I mean, if it takes you more than that, it's okay. But I'm trying to get you to think, you know, more efficient. How fast can I do this with less steps? And, you know, if you want to check something, I want to check the width of these. I'm not sure that looks right for some reason, but I'll check the width. 0.75, 0.75. That is exactly it. 5 inches back. We're good to go on that. So also this thing is cast iron. So right click on it and go to Eye Properties, Physical, and we're going to switch this thing to cast iron. And it gives you your mass, your volume, your area. Apply, and there it is, folks. So if you have any trouble with this one, just let me know. That's just some of the steps I would take, but if there's a way that's easier for you, you need to try to do that. So your last one, though, is going to be another cast iron part. It's going to be a linkage, and I want you guys to see if you can figure out how to do this one on your own. If you need help with it, I'm always here for you, so just let me know.